expressing, getting that mum expressing to really maximise her milk supply. The key being in that first skin to skin can really help, but also that first feed after birth. So your midwife or maternity support worker, maternity care assistant on the delivery suite or on the birth unit, wherever you are, should support you with those first few, the first feeds in the early days. If that baby has a good first feed, it sets up your baby really, really well. If for some reason your baby has to go around to neonatal, we encourage hand expressing. We'll talk more about that this afternoon. And kind of, yeah, so positioning baby for feed. Any tips, Amy, on those early days, latching wise?
A hacker, you know, I don't know if you've seen that was honestly the most amazing thing for me. I found that putting it on one whilst I was feeding on the other side, where you've got all that excess milk and you leak and they're oozing out, and it's so uncomfortable. It's having the hacker feels it's more of a relief because it helps draw it out faster. And I was getting, I think it holds 4 mils. I think it holds 4 mils per hacker. So I 4 ounces, not mils. So I would get 4 ounces, if not more, each time I fed from both sides.
Oh wow, amazing!
So I was really lucky with my supply. So I would then just put it into a bottle, and it would be.
That's one of the ways. It's one of the kind of many tactics we talk about. The hacker pump, or kind of, you can get Aldi, Lidl, one of those two. Do a cheaper brand as well.
They actually have them in Aldi at the moment for £1.99.
Yeah. So they're cheaper. They work by suctioning. They effectively suction onto your boob. So Amy, you've just described kind of, you get lots of milk leak out during a breastfeed. There's multiple letdowns. At the very beginning, there's a big letdown, but as your baby carries on feeding, there's more letdowns where you kind of get a gush of milk in a way, and that pump makes the most of that, so it captures those letdowns. So it's a really good tactic for mums, particularly if there's mums struggling with expressing, and they're needing to top up their baby because of a weight loss issue. It can be a good tactic. The key being, obviously, you then need support, working on kind of positioning one, getting the baby on, and then trying potentially a rugby ball hold on one side while you pump on the other side. Yeah, it's a really good, we get a lot of mums support those really positively.
I found they worked better than an actual machine for me. I'm not quite sure why, but it did work better for me. But I also found when using it, if they was in cradle position, the amount of times that I would have the hacker on one side, baby on another, and then the hand would come up and knock it down, and I would lose all the milk. That happened quite a few times.
You're right in that, actually. So with expressing as well, it's a really personal thing. So where one mum gets on well with a hacker pump, another one might get on really well with hand expressing. So some mums actually find, once they've got the technique of hand expressing, so there's a good link. If you Google baby friendly initiative hand expressing video, that's the one I direct people to. Some people find actually they can hand express really fast and really, really well. Use like you, Amy, kind of using hacker pump. I kind of myself with mine, I got a hospital grade pump, thinking brilliant, right, here we go, off I go. And actually I got more volumes off with a hand pump, because we're talking pre-hacker days. The hacker wasn't around then. I got more volumes off with a hand pump itself and doing breast massage. So massaging your breast as you pump, kind of pressing those, because your milk ducts are kind of way back here, pressing as you pump. That actually really worked well for me, and I got more off doing the hand pump and that rather than doing the double electric. So it is a really personal thing. So I would urge anyone out. Very different ways of expressing and pumping. My colleagues just come to the door to distract me as well. Anything would you add to that with expressing, Emma?
I think that's a really useful one that I talk to mums about, is actually expressing off one side while you're feeding off the other if you can. Because you do have a letdown on both sides, and it is more time saving as well as perhaps getting milk that way. because it can be quite difficult if you're feeding off one side, then feeding on the other, and then expressing afterwards. And by the time you've all done that, you're starting again. So that can be quite time saving from doing that. And I think there's also like cluster pumping as well, isn't there? That there's a nice infographic description of that on the Milk Meg as well.
The Milk Meg, I showed some on that yesterday.
Pumping, those kind of terminology words that lots of people talk about. That again can help with milk supply, but also help with, it takes longer to do maybe that session, but you may have done it all in that session. So, you know, and then you can do that when you are able to. So I think hand expression, again, it's like everything else that we talk about. It's very personal, and it's very much what's going to suit that mum and baby, isn't it?